It's really aggravating and frustrating when your loved one just doesn't seem to trust you. They're always on the lookout for you telling a lie, for you being suspicious, for you being wary, and just not believing that you really are with them and you're loyal and you're consistent and you love them. So you keep trying to reassure them and you keep trying to prove everything to them, and nothing works. The harder you try to prove to them that you're with them, that you care about them, that you're not trying to cheat them or do anything bad to them, the less they believe you. And so you get really angry, you get defensive, you start fights, you wonder if this is the relationship that's going to work for you. How much more can you take? When you get to that point, it becomes a battle between whose reality is at stake and can you stand this onslaught of mistrust, because it makes you wonder whether you really are lovable or not, and whether your love is seen in its most pure form. So here's a tip on how to think about and understand why your loved one cannot seem to trust you for more than a second. Basically, whatever happened to that loved one before, they got an experience where they were let down and betrayed really, really, really badly at some very crucial point in their lives. It was a very huge trauma. And they felt helpless and totally vulnerable to the same thing happening again. So what they do is they look for scenarios with loved ones where they can kind of get the upper hand again. And they can't do that unless you are giving them an opportunity to master the possibility of you being untrustworthy. So they have to keep looking for something in which you have failed them, you've betrayed them, you've let them down, you've broken promises, you have changed your mind, you're inconsistent, your commitment is not as good as it should be, all those things. They have to keep looking for something so that they can then fight to get that feeling of power and mastery over something that hasn't quite yet happened but may. And they keep doing it and they keep doing it and they keep doing it because they don't quite feel the full justification of it, because you really haven't done anything and they can't prove anything. So the tip is, if you understand that they keep needing to try and control what's going to happen, and therefore they have to keep looking for ways in which you're going to be bad and let them down, you can kind of stand back and say, okay, I get it. This is what they're trying to do. They're trying to have an impact on me. They want me to feel as bad as they felt when they were originally let down, betrayed, decimated, devastated, shaken to their core. So the only thing you can do to stop this terrible cycle of mistrust and aggravation and frustration on both ends is to show them the impact that they're having on you, because they don't believe they have one on you. They don't believe they can control you. They don't believe that you're really going to take notice of their fear and their distress and really be the good guy forever. So you have to really show them the impact they're having on you. You have to express in its wildest form, in its purest form, and in its unprocessed form, the horrible effect that they're having on you by continually expecting you to behave badly towards them. They need to know that they really are having an impact on you, and the impact is such that it's getting you to a point where you're about to do the very thing that they fear you doing, abandoning them, leaving them, giving up on them, taking off without caring about them. So the very thing that they're hoping you won't do and they're looking out for, they're actually pushing you to that point. So you need to be totally upfront and tell them about it. Give them another shock, but this time it's a wake-up call. It helps them understand that they really are having an impact on you, and in a way that's going to defeat their purpose. So they have to recalibrate with you. And then the two of you can talk about ways in which You feel let down by them. They feel let down by you. You feel frustrated. They feel frustrated. You get to have a dialogue about the horrible feelings rather than have a battle and defense plans that take you away from one another rather than pull you together. And hopefully, when you can show them the impact they have on you and wake them up because you really are at the end of your tether and the relationship is at stake, I guarantee you that your loved one will want that relationship to work and start looking at the reality of how you really are behaving instead of putting all their fears on you and imagining that you're about to do things that you're not really even considering doing. The reality of the evidence will kind of take the bigger frame in that picture, and very gradually those old fears will be pushed to the side because you're talking about it, you're sharing it, they're not alone in it. And that's when you can hold hands together and enjoy a relationship of mutual trust, stability, security, understanding, and love.